Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. Today I've got a brand new video for you guys, and since Sunderland aren't playing this weekend, I thought I'd actually make a video talking more about our transfer window and basically just giving my thoughts on the transfers that we have made and basically just our overall squad going into this first half of the season. So yeah, basically the transfer window closed on Tuesday night, and Sunderland had a pretty, well, I wouldn't say busy deadline day, but we definitely had it was quite active, you could say. And honestly, I'm pretty happy with our squad right now. I think honestly this is probably the best squad that we've had since getting relegated to League One. You could make an argument about the 18-19 squad, but I genuinely believe this squad is better than that one. But you know, that's just my opinion. Now, before we do get into today's video, I just want to let you guys know that if you guys do go on to enjoy this video, then do feel free to give it a like. And if you want to see more videos like this in the future, then do consider subscribing. And you can always unsubscribe later if you don't like it. And you can also turn on the notification bell as well to get notified the second I do upload a video. But without further ado, let's actually get into this video. So as you guys can see on screen now, I've got a little graphic of the transfers that we have done. Now, it's not the most exciting thing ever in the world, but it's just a little list that I thought it'll be easy just for you guys to have a look at more visibly. You can't quite see because like obviously my webcam will be in one of the corners. I don't know which one. So yeah, I think I'm going to talk about the players who have left the club first because that happened first. Now, obviously, not all the players who have left the club are on that list. There are two more first-team players who did leave that were on the list. Obviously, those being Ledbetter and Conor McLaughlin. Now, the reason why I've got them two on the list is because one, they haven't signed for a new club yet, and two, I just couldn't fit them on the list basically. So I thought, you know what, them two players haven't signed for new clubs, so I didn't really think there'd be that much point mentioning it. And to be fair, Ledbetter, I don't think he's going to really sign for a new club in League One. Maybe might get a sniff about in League Two, but really, I can't see him. Really, you know, I've been 35 years old, nearly been 36, and I can't see him getting like another club for a while. And you know, we may end up signing on as a coach. I think that'd be pretty awesome if we do sign on as a coach. And Conor McLaughlin, you know, he's 30 years old, so he's definitely getting on a little bit now. But I think he can still do a job in League One. Definitely, like a mid-table team, like a Accrington or a Plymouth. Definitely could do a job on those clubs. You see, I'm a little bit surprised that he hasn't been signed by anybody. Maybe just because, you know, he's 30 years old, and you know, and he's a little bit injury prone now. And again, but you know, well, who knows? So now we're actually going to go on to players who have signed on for another club, and I think everyone in this list, bar Jack Diamond and Josh Hawkes, have signed for a new club in League One, which is interesting. So Chris Mcguire, you know, was released. You know, I think with Mcguire, he. Like, definitely was a mix about him leaving. Like, I think some people were sad to see him go, and some people were like, meh. I think I'm definitely in the middle because, you know, Mcguire, first two seasons was fantastic, but last season definitely just wasn't. There was just something up with Mcguire last season. I don't know what it was, and I think he probably would have preferred to have stayed as well. But you know, we'll let him go, and you know, he signed for Lincoln in the end. And I don't think he's played yet for Lincoln. Well, not in the league anyway. I think he might have got involved pre-season. I think he's got a little injury right now. Any Lincoln fans who happen to watch this video, do let me know. Yeah, Mcguire hasn't really got into Lincoln's squad yet, which is definitely surprising. But I think the fact that Morgan Rogers has gone back to Man City, I think he's in the Championship now with Bournemouth. Mcguire should definitely get a look in that Lincoln team, definitely, especially after the poor start they made the season. Callum McFadden, definitely a player who a lot of people were happy to see go. Like, nothing against the lad at all, because he just looked like a good lad. But he was just shit. He was so bad last season. Definitely one of the worst players I've ever seen for Sunderland, without a doubt. Oh, you know, he's having Crew, and you know, Crew currently in the bottom four. Make it out what you will, I suppose. I mean, yeah. Max Power, our captain last season, pretty much. The fact that he's literally the first Sunderland player to lift a trophy at Wembley in nearly 50 years, I think says a lot, really. But yeah, Max Power, I mean, again, I think definitely like a mixed batch. I think more people were pretty happy to see him go. I think Power probably, if he had stayed, probably wouldn't have been the worst option to have on the bench, you know. But you know, you went back to Wigan, and so far I think he's done all right at Wigan from what I've heard. So fair play to the lad. But yeah, definitely on the opening day against Sunderland, he definitely I think all love that he did after the club's probably gone now, if I'm being honest with you. Josh Scowen, definitely again a player who a lot of people were happy to see go. Probably one of the most negative midfielders I've ever seen at Sunderland in my lifetime. That I've seen, he's just negative. Like he doesn't like. I know he's probably more of a defensive midfielder, but he literally, I think he did not know how to play a ball forwards. Like we've seen already this season with Dan Neil, who is probably. I don't know where you'd probably put Neil as a midfielder, whether he's more defensive or attacker. I mean, even he has played some great through balls so far, for likes of Embleton, Stewart, and O'Brien. So, yes, scored. I mean, time for Wickham. I mean, apparently he's done alright with Wickham, but then again on Saturday against Sunderland, he was just missing for most of that game. Like I forgot he's even playing. He's that invisible. So, yeah, definitely a player I wasn't too sad to see leave. George Dobson, definitely a weird one. You know. He wasn't as bad as what people made him out to be. I think he definitely was a scapegoat at Sunderland. You know, he wasn't fantastic, but you know, he is still a bit young. You know, he has signed for Charlton now, which I think is probably a good move for him. You know, he's back down south, and you know, I hope he does well at Charlton. You know, obviously not at the expense of Sunderland, but I hope he does well at Charlton because I think he definitely had room to grow up. But I think just right now, because basically we needed to go up like now, definitely wasn't a player that we needed. But I think. You know, a couple more seasons, I think he'll probably be good enough. Charlie Wyke. Charlie fucking Wyke. Jesus Christ. I mean, for a while, it looked like Wyke was going to go on to a team who would be playing in the more competitive league, you know, like Celtic, like Middlesbrough. And, you know, that was fine. You know, like at least Wyke was actually going to go into a higher level to compete. But then when it was announced that he's going to start time for Wigan, it was such a huge slap in the face, really. Like, I think it's obvious that he's going to sign for Wigan for the money. Like, why else would you go to Wigan? I mean, like, I know Wigan have had a bit of like a redemption in the summer, a bit of an overhaul, and I've brought in some better players. But I mean, he probably could have said something. I mean, to be fair, I think we got. I think our current strikers, Stewart, O'Brien, and Broadhead are probably all better players than White. To be fair. Like, yeah, White, he was a goal scorer last year, but he was just, like, literally, most of his goals were tap-ins or headers. And I think if it was any of his season, half of his goals wouldn't have went in, just because, you know, it's just horrific goalkeeping or horrific defending. And obviously like half his goals were, like, I think most of his goals were due to McGeady's assists as well. And now that McGeady's gone, and White's currently goalless in 5 games for Wigan, like, I don't know. White, it's a weird one, Charlie White. It really is a weird one. Now, these 3 lads all went out on loan on deadline day. Jack Diamond went out on loan to Harrogate, which I think was a great move for him. You know, he wasn't going to get into the team this season. He really wasn't. Like, in pre-season, he didn't look great, if I'm going to be completely honest. I think another loan in League 2 this time will do him the world of good. You know, in the last spell for Harrogate, did very, very well. Obviously got promotion into League 2 from the National League, and then from that was in the Sunderland team for a bit under Parkinson and Johnson, but I think actually playing in League 2 will do wonders for him. Same with Josh Hawkes. You know, Hawkes absolutely outstanding for the under-23s last year. Literally, I think only one striker was better than him, and that was Louis Barry, who I think is a sign. I think has he gone to Cheltenham? No, it was Ipswich. I think he went to, wasn't it? Louis Barry. I think it was Ipswich or Cheltenham, one of them two. But yeah, I think Hawkes in League 2 with Tranmere, a team who will be trying to get promotion into League 1. I think it was a great move for him. He definitely will be involved in a very attacking team. I think Tranmere are very attacking teams. I think he will flourish at Tranmere. Personally, I think he'll have a great season. And finally, Will Grigg. Grigg is finally gone for good this time. Like, I know he's only on loan to Rotherham, but this is his last year. That's something like his contract. So. And I can guarantee we will not be renewing his contract because, Jesus Christ, what a waste of £4 million. Like, literally, pretty much our entire budget for 18-19 was spent on Will Grigg, you could say. And it was an absolute disgrace, the whole thing, the whole process. And Grigg, you know, literally 8 goals in 2.5 seasons for Sunderland is just disgraceful. Like, he actually scored the same amount of goals in half a season at MK Dons last season, which could say something about Sun's play, which I mean to be fair, at times our play, especially when the Parkinson was very negative, which you could make an excuse for, I suppose. But even still, Greg he just never looked interested at Sunderland, to be fair to him. And which is weird because you'd think, being at a club who have 25,000 plus fans every single week, trying to get a promotion, you'd think, this is going to be your time to shine. But no, he just didn't take up the opportunity and definitely wasted it for himself. And so, yeah, I'm definitely not beside the team goal at all. But, Rotherham definitely was a weird destination. I think for a while it looked like it was going to go to Doncaster, but I think they just couldn't afford him in the end. And then Rotherham just came out last minute and got him on loan. So, yeah, a promotion rival. Definitely a weird one, but oh well, I'm not too bothered about that. Now, into the interesting bit, the players who were brought in this summer who will be in the team. Now we've brought in 9 players, either on a permanent deal or on a loan. Starting off with Alex Pritchard, definitely is a great signing for League One. Yeah, he's had a few tough years at Huddersfield. But I mean, to be fair, literally Huddersfield's just a shithole to be right now. Well, not right now, but like before the season, Huddersfield wasn't a great place to be. But I think Pritchard for League One is a fantastic signing, and the fact he can't even get a game right now just says how strong our team is right now. And I think Pritchard, I've only seen him play against Wimbledon, but in that game he definitely did look good. So I'll give him that. Callum Doyle on loan from Man City, literally unheard of. Before he joined, literally 17 years old. Literally, he's the same age as me. Callum Doyle, but yeah, definitely looks. I mean, like a 17 looks absolutely like he looks solid. He really does look solid at the back there. Literally against Wigan, he was absolutely outstanding. MK Dons was great. Burton was great. Wimbledon was a little bit. Wimbledon and Wickham were a little bit more shaky, but I think that might just be like a little bit of a blip. I think he probably will go back to doing well. But Doyle, to 17, literally he's going to turn 18. I think for a season in League One, he's going to do well of good. I think he generally could be a future England player. I genuinely believe he could be, and I hope he is, because yeah, I could definitely see it. Corey Evans, I think some of Alex Pritchard definitely a good signing for League One. I think Evans is more than capable of playing in the Championship still. For a team who probably held near the bottom of the league, I think still Evans is a great addition for League One, and I think from what I like by Evans, from what I've seen of him, I only saw him against Wigan because he did get injured pretty straight away, but I think he is on his way back now. He probably should be back in the squad for Accrington next week. But Evans, I think since our relegation to League One, he's the only midfielder for Sunderland who looks composed on the ball. Like he controls it well, he passes it on well. Like I don't know, just our midfielders in the past just don't seem to have a great touch, and then even the passing can be a bit wonky sometimes. But Evans, from what I saw against Wigan, was pretty damn good in that midfield, and it's a shame that he did get injured straight away, pretty much. But he's back now. However, it is going to be quite tough for him to get his place back in a team, I think, because our current midfield of 09, Neil and Embleton's pretty damn good right now. Then the Sirkin from Tottenham on a permanent deal definitely was. It was definitely a weird one at first, because it's weird how a 19-year-old at Tottenham is gonna leave permanently to join a League One club, which I mean. I think it shows that he does want to do well in his career, because he is leaving to get first team experience, because he will get it, because he has been out starting left back so far this season, and from what I've seen of him, he's doing pretty well. So yeah, I think it's definitely a good move from us to get Sirkin, and you know what, I think this lad's got a bright future. I really do think that, and I like what Sunderland have done this season, where if you ignore Pritchard and Evans, we've gone for a very young group of players. Like I think between Doyle, Sirkin, Alves, Broadhead, Huggins, Jajaku and Hoffman, I think that's like a combined age of an average age of 22, 21. It's a pretty young set of players there. And honestly, I think I saw on Twitter how for the last 3 years, Sunderland's average squad age has been 27/28, but this year it's actually 23, which is pretty good. It just shows how young our squad actually is, and how much of a future these guys actually do have. And then moving on to Fred Alves, he's only played once so far against Blackpool, but in that game he looked a little bit shaky here and there. But he was playing against a championship team, so you can probably forgive that. West Ham signed him in January this year. Couldn't really get in the team. I think he definitely was one of those for the future signings. Came out on loan to Sunderland so far, and honestly, I think originally he was intended to be a first team player, but Flanagan's doing really well so far. But yeah, I think once either Flanagan or Doyle do slip up, I think Alves will be going straight into that defensive two there. You know, he looks a little bit shaky against Blackpool, but apart from that, I haven't really seen too much of him to really make an opinion on him. Nathan Broadhead on loan from Everton. I think this probably is going to be his last chance to be honest with him. To really make something of his career, because he's 23, which, you know, at that age now you've really got to be certain your place in a team, definitely in League One or League Two, maybe even the Championship. But Broadhead, I mean, had a failed loan at Burton a couple of years ago. You know, I think Danny believed this year probably is his last year to really make a name for himself. Otherwise, he probably will be something in and around the lower leagues, which is going to be a shame. But, you know, honestly, from what I've seen of him so far, it looks decent. He can play on the left wing, he can play up front as well, so he's definitely very, very versatile there. Honestly, Nelly scored against Burton, not on his debut, which was really unlucky to miss. And from what I've seen him from sub appearances against Wickham and Wimbledon, definitely looks bright. But he's definitely gonna have to try and work hard to get his way into the team. But yeah, definitely looks good so far. Niall Huggins, permanent deal from Leeds. I think the initial fee was for free, but I think we had to pay some sort of add-on fee. I don't really know. There with Huggins, Marcelo Bielsa did want him to stay, but I think he probably realised that Huggins wasn't really going to get much involvement in the team. So I think obviously moving to a team like Sunderland, where eventually he can't break in a team like Winchester, right back, although has done very well there so far, isn't a right back really. I know that's where he started his career as a right back, but I think he's probably more better suited in the midfield, if you ask me. So Huggins definitely going to try and get in that team at some point. I think he probably will pretty damn soon. But yeah, I haven't seen him play either, so I can't really make a judgment on here. I didn't really see him play against Blackpool, so I couldn't really tell you. Now then, our two transfer deadline day signings that were brought in from Bayern Munich. Leon Djaku, well, technically he came from Union Berlin because they had to sign him first in order for us to loan him, which is really confusing. I think a lot of Sunderland fans were confused about the whole Djaku signing, but he got here in the end, and so he looks like a quality player. Literally, I think he played in the Bundesliga second or two last year, like the second Bundesliga division, and for Union Berlin as we got promoted into the Bundesliga. So yeah, definitely looked great in that league last year. And honestly, I think with League One, he could be a nuisance in League One. Definitely could be. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing him play. And finally, Ron Forben-Hoffmann from Bayern Munich as well. I think he was a third choice goalkeeper. I think honestly could literally be the best keeper in this division, if you ask me. I think right now the best goalkeepers in the league are probably McGillivray and Bazunu, and probably Ben Amos. They're probably my top three best keepers right now in the league. But Hoffman could in my opinion, could be better than all of them. But we'll have to wait and see. And I think honestly, with these players we've brought in, and the fact that literally no one on Twitter can agree on one starting 11 just shows how much quality we have in our squad this year for League One level. And this year, for me, it has to be the year where we do finally get promotion into the Championship. And honestly, these players these young players who we brought in, they're all hungry, they're all driven, they all want to do well, they all want to be here as well, which for me is the main thing. If you have a good attitude and you want to do well here, then that's good. That's a good thing for me. And all these players, especially Djaku, Djaku looks excited as fuck to be here. that's great already. It's there, but yeah, with these young players plus our veterans who are already here, our more experienced players, it's a good mix of youth and experience in our team this year. Definitely has to be the year where we get promotion, and by the way I mean automatic promotion as well, not playoff malarkey again. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to this season. And that, guys, is going to be it for this video. So yeah, that's just my general thoughts. Please sure to let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. If I said any incorrect statements, then please do correct me in the comments below. And yeah, that's going to be it from me. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.